The goal for email personalization is to make your emails extremely relevant. However, a lot of email personalization examples that you will see actually either don't do that or break the bank. Now, in the cold email space, I follow a lot of people who showcase these crazy AI personalizations from Clear. And they're gonna have like one row for Clearbit, one row for this other thing. And when you actually look into it, right? Like when you start making the same thing or when you see what it actually consists, you're gonna realize that table for like 100 rows costed them $1,000. That's insane. Or maybe for 200 rows. There's no way you can do that in the real world. That looks fancy and stuff like that. And yes, it's cool to do, but how do you do relevance in a way that doesn't cost you so much and is scalable? I've been trying to find the cheapest way to do personalization, and because that's what really matters. And this is what I've found. I call this the list segmentation method. This method uses specific factors that can influence relevance along with liquid syntax. So, for example, let's say you sell your service or product, and a CEO of a company versus a sales leader care about very different things. They might both want or even need your solution, but their problems could be really different. So, when you're actually writing out campaigns, you need to reference the correct thing. Or maybe, let's say you sell to marketing leaders at both medium sized and small sized companies, right? A marketing leader at a 200 employee company versus a 20 employee company. They may have different uses for your solution. They might need it, but the way they think about it or how it affects their everyday life will be really different. The idea stems from the fact that at least 80% of your email is similar, while the other 20% is what you need to change. And all idea from personalization really stems that way. It's really hard to use dynamic variables at scale when you're doing something like this. So I'm going to show you an example of a campaign which will help you understand what we really do with list segmentation. And this campaign helped us book meetings with Boss, Snapchat, Skims, and has generated hundreds of positive responses. So we have a client that sells data about their proprietary research on Gen Z. The great client, huge company. They sell to mostly enterprise clients, and their offer is really, really good. So we identified that they reach out to two kinds of prospects, or shall I say like two kinds of prospects, which are their main ICPs. Think about this data in different ways. Prospect number one is job titles with insights related roles. So business insights, analyst, data insights analyst. And prospect number two, job titles with marketing related roles. So CMO, VP of marketing, etc. This was the major differentiation in their prospects. What we did was we took the Excel file and divided the roles by category. So these were pulled from Apollo accordingly, and all the information was available on Apollo. So the category was insights or marketing. In this screenshot, you can see in like column G, we have insights or marketing for everyone. After that, we used liquid syntax. So liquid syntax is if and else, and I'll be creating a masterclass on liquid syntax soon. So this is like a structure of how the campaign looked like. If category equals to insights, we're going to say a personalized lane of how people in insights can use data. Else if category equals to marketing, we're going to say a personalized line of how marketing will use data. Then they talk about one line about like, hey, we surveyed Gen Z, or we surveyed 300,000 Gen Zs yesterday to find out X and XX. You can use the data for XXX. Mind if I send a free report? Each campaign was divided by industry. So if I was doing that at scale, now that we need like 10 campaigns, we would have probably needed 20 or even more. So now we just need to load campaigns accordingly, saves us a lot of time, has proper relevance. And this could have even been divided further if needed. So it's as simple as that, and it costed us nothing extra. It was free of charge, depending on where you get your data and all of that stuff from. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'll see you next time.